Coming off a big loss to USC last week, the ASU Sun Devils needed to have something to get them back on track for the rest of the season, and they proved that tonight with a 41-30 victory over the Colorado Buffaloes. Hi everyone, and welcome into Sun Devil Stadium. I'm Blaine McCormick, he's Max Madden, and he's Josiah Destin, reporting for houseofsparky.com. This was a game where the run game really took effect on both sides of the ball as well. Let's talk about ASU's running back Demario Richard first off, and what a performance that he had on the day with the touchdown and the major yards that he gained today. What did you see from him?
Well, ASU as a team had a season-high total of 54 rushing attempts tonight. A few of those were from Manny Wilkins, but a lot of them, 25 of them, came from Demario Richard. He ran for 189 yards and a score. He was phenomenal today. He even had that run that put the game away late in the fourth quarter when he broke through the line. And if you were standing where we were standing, you could just see he flashed from one side of the line. All of a sudden, he was way down the field. So Demario Richard was fantastic. He was bouncing off tacklers, and ASU made it a point. Coach Napier said after the game that they were giving them the run game. The Buffaloes were letting them run the ball, and that was definitely true, but it was spectacular from Demario Richard. Kalen Balaj had a few big plays. Even Eno Benjamin flashed some, super potential. So it was an all-around great effort on the rushing game.
Now, talking about the receiving game as well, Nikhil Harry was targeted a lot tonight, and Colorado was missing one of their star cornerbacks. Nikhil also got a touchdown. What did you see out of the Chandler recruit?
Yeah, Blaine, that was Isaiah Oliver, the cornerback. He's actually like a potential first-round draft pick, and he was out. He was not dressed today, so that was really big for Nikhil Harry. And you saw that on that first play, that first touchdown. Nikhil, we call it 50-50 balls. That's the term. Manny calls it 100%, and that's what he did. It's really easy. There's two guys on him. He's able to use his body. The guy's humongous. He looks like a D-end, and really he was able to just get open. And, that's just something that the Sun Devils can rely on this whole season is Nikhil Harry.
Now, talking about the offense still and talking about the rushing of Colorado right now, Phillip Lindsay was one of the best rushers in college football. He was ranked number 3 on the list, just behind Bryce Love. What did he look like today? Because it seemed as though the defense of ASU, really limited him on the ground, only allowing 80 yards, but he did gain 2 touchdowns on the day. Phillip Lindsay, did he look like himself today?
Well, Lindsay came into this game averaging 139 yards on the ground, and after what Rashad Penny did and after what Bryce Love has done to the Sun Devils, I think a lot of people were expecting it to happen again, but like you said, he only had 80 yards on the ground, and that's something that Phil Bennett really focused on. He knew if they were going to win this game that they're going to have to clog up the front and bring pressure from the front 7, and they wrapped him up. He had a few big plays. He had that one toss across the other side of the field. They went for 60 yards, but for the most part, he looked just as talented as he has been, but ASU just did a lot better job filling those gaps.
Now, Max, you mentioned Manny Wilkins before. He did have a lot of rushes on the day, but he did not get sacked once. That's one thing that we haven't seen too often from this ASU offensive line. How good did they look today?
Oh, yeah, Blaine, you mentioned that. It's an extreme rarity to have your quarterback not sacked once. I mean, come on. Manny, he's able to have more time to get to guys like Nikhil, Kyle Williams. You saw big plays from that, and then the running game is just open. It's momentous. I mean, ASU, when the quarterback is healthy and you're playing strong, it's easy. And then, as you say, on the other side, ASU definitely won the battle in the trenches today, and that's something they didn't do against USC, and that's really the main difference. I mean, A.J. Latu, he had 1.5 sacks. That's just big players making big plays at big situations.
Well, this game really came down to the wire as in the fourth quarter. It just seemed like a shootout between the two teams, but Arizona State able to edge out the victory with a 41-30 win over the Colorado Buffaloes. Thanks so much for tuning in to our post-game show. He's Josiah Destin, he's Max Madden, and I'm Blaine McCormick. And make sure to stay with us on houseofsparky.com for everything Arizona State. We'll see you next week as Arizona State takes on UCLA in the Rose Bowl. Thanks for watching, folks. Good night.